In PDT 96, Section 302, Application for Permits, is specifically the electrical documents required. When applying for a permit, you need to submit electrical plans and technical specification, which includes the following technical drawings. A. Location and site plan. B. Legend or symbols. C. General notes and or specifications. D. Electrical layout. E. Schedule of load. F. Design analysis. G. One-line diagram. These documents prove that the electrical system of a building is safe, properly designed, and follows the required electrical codes. It also highlights that these are the minimum required electrical drawings, meaning they should never be missing. Dapat hindi ito mawala sa electrical plan because evaluators or engineers in OBO rely on these documents. When reviewing application for a building permit or occupancy permit as required by the National Building Code. If the electrical documents are complete and accurate, the approval process becomes faster and smoother. More importantly, it helps ensure the safety of the building occupants and everyone involved. This is the example of location and site plans. The location and site plan shows where the project will be built, its surrounding, and how the building will be positioned on the lot. The location plan shows the project site in relation to its larger surrounding. It gives a broader view, including nearby streets, landmarks, and important facilities. Include major roads, access points, nearby landmarks, orientation or direction, and lot boundaries. These details are crucial for planning and safety. Importante ang location on site plans dahil accessible itong guide para sa mga architect, engineers at inspectors. This ensures that the building is accessible, safe and compliant with zoning and building regulations. To conclude, the location plan shows the project in its broader environment, while the site plan shows the detailed layout within the property. Together, they ensure proper planning, accessibility, and compliance with safety standards, keeping the project safe and efficient from the start to finish. This is the example of legends or symbols used in electrical plans. And why they are so important? These symbols act as a universal language in construction drawings. They make the plans easier to read, understand, and interpret. The main purpose of legends or symbols is to avoid long explanation on the drawing. Instead of writing full description, we use simple icons or line styles that everyone in the industry recognizes. For instance, in electrical plants, this circle with two parallel lines represent a duplex outlet. It's important because it shows where power connection will be available in the building. Kung walang legend or symbols, maaaring magkaroon ng maling interpretation ang mga construction workers, engineers, at inspectors sa plano. Sa pamamagitan ng symbols, naisiguro natin ang consistency, accuracy, at malinaw na communication sa lahat ng professional. In short, legend and symbols provide a simple language that makes construction drawing easier to read, more accurate, and simple to interpret. This is the example of general notes and or specification. This notes ensures that the project is built according to standards, codes, and safety requirements. They also clarify details that may not be obvious in the drawing. The notes specify the type and quality of materials to be used, ensuring durability and safety. They also provide standards for how the work should be done, following the building code and other regulations. Instruction, such as minimum spacing, clearances, and proper procedure are included here. They also remind workers about safety practices like grounding electrical system or using proper scaffolding. Subnotes cover testing, inspections, and approval to guarantee compliance. For example, this note states, all electrical works shall comply with the Philippine Electrical Code. This is your safety and prevents hazard during operation. In short, general notes and specification are the foundation of construction, quality, and safety. They provide a standard instruction and reminders that make the drawing complete and reliable. Example of electrical layout, lighting layout. The lighting layout is a drawing that shows three important things: the location of all light fixtures in the building, the switches that control them, the wiring path or circuit connection for its lighting group. This plan is very important because it helps the electricians know exactly where to install lights and switches, ensure proper illumination in every space. Following code requirements helps avoid mistakes like missing fixtures or overloaded circuit. Allows the inspector to verify that the layout is safe, practical, and compliant. Sa madaling salita, kinagawa nitong madaling maintindihan ang plano para sa lahat na kasama ng construction team. During inspection, the inspector will compare the actual installed light to this layout. If everything matches and is installed safely, the building passes the lighting portion of the electrical inspection. This is example of power layout. The power layout shows the arrangement of electrical outlets and other devices inside a building. It is very important because it ensures convenience, safety, and efficiency in the use of electricity. Specifically, the power layout provides the exact location of outlets, ensures proper distribution of power, helps prevent overloading and short circuit, guides electrician during installation. It serves as a guide for the electrician on where to install outlets and ensures the circuits are balanced and safe. Some outlets are dedicated for heavy loads like air conditioning units and refrigerators. These are placed strategically and connected to separate circuits. The lines in the plan show the wiring connection, helping to identify which circuits serve specific outlets. Ang power outlet ay tumutulong para magkaroon ng ligtas, maayos at madaling gamitin na kuryente sa building. Nakakaiwas ito sa overloading at sumusunod sa mga patakaran ng electrical codes. Ang power layout ay hindi lang basta drawing, ito ay guide para sa ligtas at maayos na pag-install ng kuryente. Ipinapakita nito ang tamang ayos na mga outlet para maging ligtas at komportable ang lahat gagamit ng building. This is the example of schedule of loads. The schedule of loads is a table that lists all electrical loads or appliances in a building, their wattage or current requirements, and the circuit where they are connected. It serves as a reference for how much electricity the building needs, the size of wires and circuit breakers, proper distribution of power to avoid overloading, The main parts of schedule uploads include circuit number, description of load, wattage or current rating, total load per circuit breaker rating. Ang schedule upload ay kasama sa electrical plan bilang bahagi ng mga requirements para sa permit at inspection. Kung wala ito, hindi masiguro ng official or building official kung ligtas at sumusunod sa code and design. In short, the schedule uploads is essential for safety, proper planning, and code compliance. This is the example of design analysis. Design analysis shows how we determine the correct sizes of wires, circuit breakers, and protective devices for abating. This is the calculation process we use to make sure the electrical system safe, efficient, and code compliant. Part of the process include the competition and total connected load, main, breaker, and Peter sizing. We compute the required ampacity, then select the proper wire size and main correct breaker rating. This analysis is required to prevent fire hazard due to undersized wires or breakers. Ensure the system can handle the load without tripping unnecessarily. Pass inspection and obtain the certificate of occupancy. Ang design analysis na ito ay kasama sa mga dokumentong sinasabit sa Office of the Building Official para ma-evaluate nila at masiguradong ligtas ang system. Pasok sa code at handa para sa inspection. This is example of one-line diagram. This diagram shows the flow of electricity from the source to the panel board, and then to the different branch circuits in the building. A one-line diagram uses simple symbols and single lines to represent the electrical connections. Each uses the power source, main circuit breaker, and panel board. Each branch circuit breaker and the loads. This diagram is important because it allows the designer to calculate the short circuit current, voltage drop, and breaker sizes. The electrician knows how to install the wiring properly. The inspector checks that the system is safe and code compliant. Narito ang power source mula sa utility service o meter base. Dumadaloy ang kurente papunta sa main circuit breaker na nagsisilbing protection sa buong panel. Mula sa main breaker, pumapasok ang kurente sa busbar at nakukonek sa bawat branch circuit breaker. Ang bawat breaker ay nagbibigay ng kuryente sa particular na gamit. Halimbawa, circuit number 1, ilaw sa office area. Circuit number 2, convenience outlets. Circuit number 3, air conditioning system. Sa ganitong paraan, pwede nating i-isolate o putulin ang problema sa isang circuit nang hindi pinapatay ang kuryente sa buong gusali. Ang diagram na ito ay kailangan sa electrical plan submission para sa permit at inspection at nakakatulong din sa inspector na tiyakin at tama ang breaker at wire sizes ayon sa load at short circuit rating. In short, the one-line diagram is essential for planning installations, safety, and code compliance. This is the example of grounding details. Grounding, a critical safety measure in electrical system. Grounding provides a path for electrical current to safely dissipate into the earth in case of a fault. The grounding system typically includes grounding electrodes like flags or plates and grounding conductors that connect the electrical system to these electrodes. Importante rin na masigurado na lahat ng metal parts ng electrical system na pwedeng mawakan ng tao ay maayos na nakaground. Ito ay upang maiwasan ang pagkukuryente at maprotektahan ang lahat na gumagamit ng building.